Rwanda and the Democratic Republic of Congo have held their first talks since signing a US-backed peace deal. On July 31st, representatives met under the agreement aimed at ending years of hostilities. Representatives of Presidents Paul Kagame and Felix Tshisekedi have been in talks with the US president. Donald Trump has called the June 2025 deal a glorious triumph. But is this deal really about peace, or is it about power? Let's take a look at the facts. Trump is selling the deal as a step towards stability. The DRC has faced decades of conflict, further fueled by the aftermath of Rwanda's 1994 genocide and the fight over its lucrative minerals. Trump says it'll bring peace between the two neighbors and a beneficial partnership with the US.
There's great economic potential in Africa.
But why the sudden interest in Africa? As you may remember, Trump dismissed the continent during his first term. He called the countries there, well, you remember. Shortly after the deal was announced, Trump told reporters it would give the US mineral rights within the DRC. Now, the DRC is home to some of the world's richest deposits of cobalt, tantalum, and coltan. These minerals are essential to powering artificial intelligence, technology, and clean energy. It's a race for resources, trade, and global influence, with the US, China, and Russia all vying for control.
Congo is not just a conflict zone, it's a global chessboard. Whoever controls its minerals controls the flow of power, technology, and warfare in the 21st century.
Trump is now back on the chessboard, eyeing Africa's minerals. So it was perhaps no surprise that on July 9th, he led a mini-Africa summit, but he left out key players like South Africa, Egypt, and Nigeria. 5 smaller West African nations were invited instead. Critics say that move was about influence, not inclusion. As it currently stands, China gets 67.5% of its refined cobalt from the Democratic Republic of Congo. In a letter to the Trump administration, the DRC implied it would draw away from its partnership with China. Instead, it would lean into what Tshisekedi called an ethical supply chain with the US. Critics say Trump is launching a shadow war on China's mineral empire in Africa, and the peace deal is a pretense, some say, that will replace China's stronghold with US power. Now, Trump is the only modern US president never to have visited Africa while in office.
At some point, I would like to go to Africa, absolutely. We're going to see what the schedule is, but at some point, I would like to do that very much.
Under the peace accord, Rwandan troops will withdraw from eastern DRC within the next 2 months. But will trust really grow between the two sides? Time will tell, as will whether Trump's deal will ultimately be a plan for peace or for power.